I'm not getting what's going on there, but... Oh well. Hello there! Okay. Yeah, right, doesn't seem right. Yeah, I think it is. I think it might just cut me off guard a little bit. Took by a bit of self-doubt. Alright, so... I've been running the fleet battle in the background. I thought, can we just save a bit of time? Because I'm running late. So yeah, we're on course for a win here. That means the free-to-play fleet climb is done. That is actually quite tricky to say sometimes. And then yeah, we can just go and wrap up my main. I've done my plan for my main. I've got an idea of what we're doing for GAC. On my free-to-play, I have not done a plan, so we're probably going to have to make that up as we go along. I'm a little bit sad though, because this is the last time we get to use the Sarnacron. I feel like I haven't really benefited from it. You might be. I'm not going to give you the belt or anything, but I'm going to say, you might be. Honestly, I've had weeks like that myself this week. I mean, last week I lost. Let me just get it right. I lost all but one of my matches last week on 2 accounts. So, it happens. The higher you climb, the harder it is to stay there. Unless you're one of these lucky Erodiums who managed to shoot up all the way to the top of Kyber 1, then yeah, you can just chill there for a long time. Okay, all good there. Nothing else in here, is there? Okay, I'll admit I was expecting something because I knew this was here. I didn't do it on my free-to-play, obviously, but I would have thought there'd be something new, but I guess not. Quiet day. In a way, I'm glad it's a quiet day, but you know what I mean? It's like, usually there's something. Oh, I'm in the void. I'm wondering if that's what's been going on. I've been telling it to refresh my background every time I change this scene, so it's probably just shutting it down. Sherpa's decent to start with, yeah. He'll get your Ewoks going. Arguably, it's the only one that you need for the C-3PO event. I mean, personally, I'm a zealot when it comes to the Ewoks. I've gotten as high as I can on my free-to-play. I'll say as high as I can, as high as I am willing to. The only one I'm missing is T-Bow. And I'm just waiting for an excuse. It's weird, but I would much rather a 7-2 in 5s and a 2-7 in 3s than vice versa. It's not like I have a weird hatred of 3s, it's just, you give me the choice, I would take that choice, you know. Very strange. Okay. Don't worry, sweet. I haven't put that there for anyone to do it as such. It's more, I had a look on my dashboard and I'm £5 away from actually being able to withdraw the amounts that people have donated, so I just want to put it there as a little nudge in case anyone can spare a £5, and it's like, you know what? There you go, have your payout. It's been there a while, so it's just kind of irritating me a little bit. Here we go. Let's see what we've got over here. Oh, no, not money. Let's see. Oh, we've only got one battle here. That's not bad. Same payout. Oh yeah, Grand Arena. I mean, I get that aspect of it. I think for me, it's more just the fact that I feel like if I'm not remembering 5 counters, then I'm struggling in other parts of the game. Whereas if I struggle in 3s, it doesn't really matter to me. I don't think I said it was free, sweet. Or I don't recall saying anything was free. Unless you're talking about that packer button. Oh, that's on the PC. If you're on the PC version, you get a free pack every day with just some odds and sods. I don't really know what you call it. There's nothing in there that I go, wow. It's just... I wish I could big it up, but it's a very meh pack. Maybe from a new player perspective it's better, but for me it's very much run the mill. Sorry, I'm just getting my platoons through for TB. Oh, cheers. In fact, I heard it should have been a red flag. I don't know why it doesn't turn it on by itself. It's always done it, and out of nowhere it's decided, no, you can start turning it on manually. Yeah, let me see. Can I actually promote you from here? Right, I've confused that. Here we go. Actually, I think you are a moderator on here. I've just seen you've got the little icon, haven't you? Yeah, there we go. I was a few seconds behind you because I was trying to get it all on screen. So yeah, you have got it. Here we go. Pre-PO is a tough event. I mean, it's how do I phrase it? Ooh. Essentially, you've got to have a bit of gear on your characters, ideally. I mean, on my account here, I've got lesser Ewok. I've got 3 relics, which is important, not to be ignored, but I have got less after that. I mean, I'm kind of curious. I haven't, like, modded these well at all, so they're probably going to go second. Or, you know, like, very fast second, should I say. I'm curious how bad it is, though. Okay, interesting. Nisa does go pretty quickly. Again, I haven't modded her for anything. Okay, let's do that, I guess. That was a good assist, by the way. Yeah, I think Nisa really helps. Like, she was melting that trooper then. Or the guy who would be Drogon. I think that trooper's disappeared. Did he always disappear? I thought he surrendered like the rest of them. I'm wondering if it was Drogon and they've just butchered the mode because of it. I'll tell you what, Wicket might be a hard farm, but he's worth it because you get such good stuff whilst farming him. I think it's either stun guns or Cabantes. Does Drogon look different? Right. I know there's obviously the arm difference, but I didn't know if there was something else that was maybe similar. I would not buy anything, honestly. The only thing you should buy are Lightspeed bundles if you're going to buy anything in this game. Yeah, do not buy that. That is trash. That is like throwing money away, honestly. Yeah, I'm just putting a warning out. Same with that. Do not touch that. That is like a big waste of money. Actually, all of these are a big waste of money on this line here. That has value if you're going for Finalizer. Yeah, I was going to say there's a load there that's just... I say that, I fell for it when I started playing the game myself on one of those kinds of packs, and I really regretted it. Oh, yeah, I did forget about that. Yeah, so it's not even worth that now. I forgot that they put the Finalizer in rotation, despite the fact that I see the bleeding event every day. I mean, I should remember it. It's stuff right in my bloody face every time I want to do something, but because I can't actually play the event properly, I can't see any benefit to it. It kind of just goes at my head. Alright, Grand Arena. So as I said, we're 2-0 for the week here. That's what, 3-5 for the season, so we still can't get a positive win, right? We can at least try and go out on high. Last round up against Lao Skywalker, they had a bit of a mare, I think. Let's just send this over here. Yeah, this wall, they tricked up on DTMG, which I found quite interesting. So remember when I was talking about DTMG on defense, I had a load of, ooh, TIE Fighter pilot, ooh. So I'm actually pleased he got a hold, even if it shouldn't work. Then down here, no holds on JMK, Freya, Great Mothers, or Finn. Wouldn't mind having a look at that Kron in a minute, though. And the back wall, they couldn't get through Saw, but Leia was beaten, Balin was not. And I think they did try Fleet. Yeah, they tried my Executor, tried my Leviathan, couldn't get through either, so they called it quits. How many drops they had, they wouldn't have won anyway, but I respect the fact that they were like, sod it. Okay. Let's pull up what they've done, or what they've got. Oh, hang on, that's this one, isn't it? Yeah. Can I have a look at what your name means, sir? Or mom? Walking Lao. Alright, walking. Let's have a look. Actually, let's get it center screen like I usually have it. There we go. Better for you guys as well. So, I'm behind on GP. I'm 12.6, they're 13. Behind on Zetas. I'm 329 to their 372. Both got 50 Omicrons in GA. They've got all the GLs to my 7. I'm 4 Relic units behind them, 258 to 262, but yeah, the breakdown's looking rough already. They've got double my R9s, 12 to 24. They've got more than double my R8s, 15 to 32. I'm ahead on the 7s, 97 to 71, but I'm behind on the 5s, 86 to 91. Okay. Mods, I'm looking good. 25s, I'm 107 to their 59. 20 pluses, I'm ahead 326 to 295. But I'm behind on the 15s, 487 to 692. And they've got more Datacron rerolls. Alright, so just skimming what I can see here. Not liking the C modding. I'm not a fan of that. All health on Dash feels a bit odd. Unless they're trying to prevent him from dying straight away with Dana. Which would take some doing. Not sure why you'd mod Qui-Gon for health. You want him to die? Timely XPT, thank you for the follow. Hello there. Just scrolling through what opponents got in GA. I'd say they've got a fair amount. I'm not sure what I think of some of it, but yeah, they've got options I don't like. Zalbar. Better Maul for a kickoff. Okay, so let's just check the actual unit speeds. Kat, Boss Nass, Ezreal, Queenie, Kira. Okay. Cal, Echo, Merrin. Right, if I could please have a massive red flag on the screen, I would place it all over that. That is an absolute waste of speed. Jedi Knight Revan and Master Qui-Gon. Why the friggin' Nora have you put a speed set and such good speed on Merrin? Oh boy. Morning, Trevor boy, morning. Sweet, you want me to go to C3PO and shop requirements? Yeah, definitively none of those are worth buying. Not a single one of them. I don't even need to look at what's inside. None of them are worth buying. A bit like I said before, anything like that, it's just wasting money. Yeah, again, it could be $4, it could be $1. I just wouldn't suggest it. Or recommend it. Alright, let's get in here. So they did full clear, but they didn't get a clean score, 1775. Let's have a look here. One shot this wall, DTMG, GG, Queen Amidala, and Ray got knocked down in one. Okay, JMK and Treya didn't hold, but the Great Mothers and Finzori did. Alright, we'll take that. Some nice trips on the front. Bat wall. Oh, no trip, sadly. Leia, Balin, and Saul didn't hold. Okay. How about Fleet? No drops there either. So they dropped twice, but they had a very nasty score in terms of, like, I've dropped 2 in rounds and I've still managed to get around 1800. Not far over it, but, you know, like maybe 18 something. You know, 1803 for instance. So that is a lot of banners they bled. Intriguing. Now, unfortunately, I didn't do my plan on here, but I have got a plan. So let's load up the last round, and let's just clear everything. Okay. Let's start putting the teams in. So we've got Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. We've got the Great Mothers. We've got Lord Vader with Apo, but no other clones. And we've got Rey with Ben and Ezra, plus Fulcrum and Cal. Okay. For this wall, we've got Grievous. We've got Reva. We've got Queen Amidala, if I can type. And we've got Saul. Okay. Yeah, it's a small little thing, but I do like it. Right, can I just Go back, thank you. Let me start typing in what I said I was going to do, because I don't think too much has changed. I think I'm still on course for what I was going to do. Here we go. I did a load of handwritten notes yesterday, and I got a load of ribbon from my guildmates for being such a bad handwriter. Ufus, where are you, Seer? Let's send you in there. And then Ray is going to be slackered. Lord Vader is going to be banned. Then we've got Night Sisters, which apparently I've not bothered to put Talzin on this list. She is going to do GG, hopefully. Love the qualifier there. We're going Bane the Saw. We're going to BKM the Raver. And we're going to... Oh, now that is one change. They've switched that around. Queenie's down instead of Caloran. But I was going to use Raver there. And I'm sure I've got her on offense, so yeah, we just Raver there. The slight change, but it's only the team on defense that's a change, so I don't mind that. And in case anyone's wondering, we're expecting Ahsoka at the back with Finn and Balin. They're very similar to myself in a way. And for that, I said I was going to do a C team there. I was going to do Starkiller there. And for Balin, it was going to be Jabba. And that still leaves JML float. Oh, I'm saying that JML is going to be doing work with BAM. Okay. Sweet, you have a summer break on June 11th. Are you streaming on summer break? Yeah, I pretty much stream throughout this, whenever there's a GAC season going on. And even then, I do stream non-SWGOH stuff. Snappy, you got TM rolled by a DTMG team with your Seer. Still don't know what happened there. Okay. We could always swap it to JML. So I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, it is Palpatine, but Palpatine's the lead with the Starkiller team. Alright, so... You know what? I'm actually going to take them out. We've got Gungans free. Let's use Gungans. Play it safe. Alright. We're going to do BAM. Oh yeah, but of course, yeah, we're going to do BAM JML. Sorry if I didn't make that clear to you, Max. So yeah, when I'm saying about that, I've just worked out what you're saying. I was saying I could JML the DTMG, so... I'm thinking we could possibly do something like Afra? Maybe? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, Adrad might be on the cards. Maybe. Maybe not. I still got... I haven't got Kanan, have I? I'm pretty sure I put Kanan on defense. But what? We don't need Kanan, though. Yeah, we can do Phoenix. Right, we can switch them around then, make that a bit more comfortable. We can do PKM there, and even though no cancel, don't do that. We can do Phoenix on Raver. Phil, after a rough first 2 weeks, I think I managed to go 3-0 this week to get back to a 5-4 total record this season. Very nice. Okay. Let's just see, what's there Enoch? There was. R9 to boot. So, good thinking. I had thought about Sid, but I was doubtful. It does, but I find the SWGOH counter site just a little less helpful than the Insight. They don't announce them in advance, Sweet. Let's Be bundles are pretty much... You find out about them a couple of days before they're announced or released. It's literally how the mobile gaming industry is sustained panic buying. Alright, I think we start there, because I haven't done that in a bit, and I'd like to get that out of the way. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4. Have I still got L3? L3 can do this. She pre-taunts, doesn't she? Yeah, she pre-taunts because she's prepared. The only reason I'm thinking is I don't know if I want to save GBA for C. I know an entire job on this team surely is just a pre-taunt. Like GBAs with Brute. Okay. Don't think there's anything too crazy there. Tank revive's annoying, but just gotta kill her one more time, I guess. Go light side. Yeah, I think I like that. Bit of armor pan. Yeah, she gets free revive, so we need to be a bit quick. Alright. Let's do it, I guess. Ooh. Yeah, give that to Rex. We need to get him another days. Ooh, okay. Just take that TM away. A bit of a shame that we lost L3 like we did, but I will take the banner drop. Ooh, Alright, so much for that. Alright, plan B is needed. Seer? Yeah, let's do Seer. We have a rough idea of how much we can drop, so even though I'm not happy with that, that's kind of what we were expecting. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, Fulcrum hadn't got all stacks, that really disrupts her a bit. Or disrupts Raver. Yeah, let's throw some rocks. We love rocks. They don't. Alright, nice and simple in the end. 54. Alright, apologies for the ad break on Twitch. I didn't see it until quite literally I just finished that battle. Yeah, Terra Malicus is brilliant. Light side. Not got a lot of light side, so I'm actually just going to go without a Chronia, just in case we can cope without. Gungans versus Droid should be fine without. Alright, let's just go all in on Magna. And let's lock some of them in. Or not, apparently. Oh, GG's down. Oh, you beautiful little thing. Let's just cleanse the debuffs. Try and get the staff out, because it's going to be annoying if not. Yeah, just call boss to assist here. Bit of a shame we got the tank to assist twice. Death Mark, bye-bye. Alright, 65. Back on track. Okay. We've got our own Raven next. Ooh, let's try again. Yeah, I think we just go for that. Oh, hang on. That one instead. We shouldn't need anything too crazy here. We just don't use the special to begin with. There we go. Now there's a cleanse. Alright, one of you, please. Cleanse yourselves. Use your cleanses, I beg of you. Granted, I've got more ability blocks, so patience, but we'll get there. Right, let's just heal up where we can. I'm actually going to make sure Staventhor's healed. And it wasn't so much the heals, it was the foresight. Okay, that's a bummer. Down. Okay, I didn't want you taking a turn, or taunting. One down. It was last month. I was 33 last month. Where are you, Sass? There we go. Alright, I hope this works, because I haven't seen it, but... You'd like to think Bane is, like, catch-all, as always. There we go, that's what we're after, kind of. Alright, suck, suck, suck. Alright, just whittle down Bays. He's a tanky boy. I mean, oh no, I expect him to be. Alright, 65. Let's actually see what we got for Raver. We dropped 2, so 63. Okay. Whoa. Okay, a bit beefier. Leia. Right, that does screw me up a bit. Yeah, they did. Even the Jude, they did well. What I'm thinking is, can we do something with Ahsoka? If C can whittle down Leia. Trouble is, we need... Okay, let's just shift these around. Let's assume Adrad can do DTMG, which I'm not saying it can, but let's just assume it can, because that solves a problem. We can BKM that, maybe. Maybe do Jabba there. JML. C. We can do JML if we don't use BAM. I have not seen it. I mean, the thing is, there's a bit of me that would rather do that and that. Even though I know what you're going to say, that's bad. Yeah. It does have me concerned, that I'm not going to lie. I'll give them full props, they've baited out my counters. I'd like to think the fact that I put Leia down may have thrown a curveball to them as well, but... yeah. Explains their banners. I feel like this might be the safest route. With Jabba, let's see if we can just get down some of the sides at the very least. With the Balin, I'm actually trying to think what makes that team so frightening and just see if there's a way of stopping it. Oh, hang on. This might not be exactly right, but can Starkiller take down everything but Ahsoka in an Ahsoka lineup? Because if that's the case, maybe we do that. Do Starkiller and then BKM. It'd be less banners, but we'd be safer on that. But it would still have this question mark here, I know. But at that point, you wonder, do you swap them around? Yeah, no worries, sweet. The thing is, they have got the Apocron here, but they haven't got a full Dark Side clone team, so it's like... they haven't got all the anti-Jedi synergy, so in theory, you're not going to be proccing Clone Commando if you're going with JML. Yeah, to be clear, I wasn't thinking about Starkiller winning, but just getting the sides down. If we could get to a place where BKM could clean up more comfortably. I mean, there's no R9s on the sides, no R8s even, so it's just one R7, sorry, two R7s and an R6. suppose that's the other issue as well, Nest, but maybe we get around to Nest eventually. Yeah, this is the issue. I feel like that is probably the best way to avoid it. I don't particularly trust this from the start, but maybe I have to give it a go. I mean, oh, saying that, I can't even put BAM in here, can I? So it'd have to be, what, Armourer? I mean, I'm not going to use Dabba Bobber in this round, so that actually could be decent. I've got no idea, T-Max. It might do. Oh, hang on, not you. You. Add unit, and we're adding defensive side, so it's Hu Yang. Sabine. General Sindula. And then Nest. Yeah, I mean, the Great Mothers are going to be high on this list. No surprises. People have been trying with Queen. That's intriguing. 100% win rate when someone tried Afra. And again, that's kind of interesting. Yeah, scene's definitely the issue. I mean, %82% win rate for BAM. Oh, hang on, wrong way around. Bear with me. Oh crap, I kind of need that though, don't I? Yeah, that's a 44% win rate. I'm not surprised. %22% win rate without BAM. Alright, so assume we do BAM lead for Ahsoka. Jabba there, but that means I've really got to find a way of beating a Leia team with C. Sorry, it's Adrad and Jin. Great mothers are on defense. And plus my spirit sucks. I've seen the counter, I know what you're talking about, but I don't trust it. Yeah, I'm not surprised Sidis Cron fails though. Bit of a shame that Dad Bob Boba fails. Yeah, I feel like Balin's just not got anything that's solid that's not a GL. So, I think we gotta do it this way around. Oh, I never thought of that. Yeah, that quite literally pulled out my Bane when it didn't need to. Damn it. Yeah, alright, I'll kick myself over that one, because that would have just saved Bane for either this or that, or... Well, actually, yeah, probably for Balin, then I could have jabbered the layer. Ah, that one sucks. Alright. Let's give Bam a go here. Let me try and remember what the lineup is. It's, that, isn't it? Because you don't need a GL for this comp, do you? Oh, hang on, I completely forgot about body. Oh, no. Hang on, it's Wheel and Sana, isn't it? There we go. Just forgot the king component, you know. Nothing major. Yeah, not a lot of armor pen, sadly, but we do get the 25% turn meter. Alright, let's do that. Oh, one down. Cool. Alright. 55. Alright. Squeeze through. 55 better than a drop. Alright, so still don't know exactly what we're going to do here, but the what armorer GBA Sith Empire Trooper. Saying that, she can ignore taunts, so why am I bringing so many? Correct me if I'm wrong. GMY is a higher priority target for the AI than Armourer. Like, they see GMY in a team and the AI is fixated on him versus Armourer. Okay, so I could be bringing bringing GMY in here for no other reason than just for a ride. He could sort of just be the last man standing. Or he could be the one that saves Armourer. So, I think there are two ways of spinning this. I mean, I could put Thrawn in. I just don't know if Thrawn's higher priority than Yoda. And besides, what's Thrawn going to do in this battle? $330. If I've got the speeds right in my head, we are faster, aren't we? So it won't work. You're meant to have Armourer faster, then Thrawn takes a turn, pass back to Armourer, so we can't do it. Or not modded with that in mind. Yeah, that's my thought process. Hopefully we can just rely on that. I wonder if that would be beneficial. Like, 20% protection up, it would just give Armourer and Yoda a bit of beefiness. And I'm thinking of the health as much as anything. I don't want to give him Cal's Kron, so we might need that against Lord Vader, but... yeah, I think I apply that. You would hope GBA would, yeah. If they, assuming they go for him, I think they have to, don't they, first turn? Let's give it a go. Let's see if this weird mishmash team does something. Maybe we can clean up if it doesn't. Right, 3 stacks. I can't link Drogon. Link Jin just for the fact that she's next in the turn order. Oh, you absolute... all that theory crafting. Yeah, this is... yeah. I'm feeling that way. I mean, at this point, I'm just thinking, can we whittle the team down somehow? Similar with this, black as for Rey. I mean, there's no way Starkiller can take out Rey. I used to see her on the front wall thinking we were all right for it. Given the due in terms of, like, my plan, pretty much all of this was the same except for Queen Amidala, so I thought they probably haven't changed much back here, and then they add in Leia. So that really did throw a curveball at me. What we can do, which is not great, but we can do it. Move things around like that. Maybe whittle down Lord Vader a little bit. So maybe we try JML here. Totally not ignoring what people have said about the win rate being bad here, by the way. Yeah, we didn't get the ability to block off the gate. Can we stun Balin? Like, is it a thing, or am I just wasting a turn if I stun? No. Okay, we just go... Yeah, thanks. Let's just pass the turn to Cal then. Balin gone. Yeah. I thought I will double check it. I had a feeling he was, but I just couldn't remember it. Okay, Kira, don't calm down. Yeah. Yeah, down. Okay. I mean, we got Balin out. I'm submitting it. We'll come back to that lot. Fuck Cartel. Oh, hang on. Try again. Yeah, Kira is not to be underestimated. Makes me feel glad that I took the Relic 7, to be honest. It is pretty nasty. I think there was a lot of people thinking that it was not as good as it seemed. Right, Drogon down. Let's just put this on layer. Yeah, I could really do with dispelling that if I can. Yeah, let's just throw that there. Okay, Leia doesn't like taunting, so we've got a bonus for ourselves there. Alright, 45. Alright, I'll come back to this like I say. Hopefully we've got something that can cheese it down. Alright, next up is the... Have I still got the Kron? Yeah, that's an option for sure. Okay, I didn't know if I got it or not. Alright, we're going to have to try and do something with BKM here. BKM without Armourer. You know what's weird? I'm looking at Mando here and thinking, do I actually save you in case I need panic? Oh man. Okay, yeah, play it safely. This is not going well. Okay. Let's just see how far we can get with this. I'm not expecting a win just to put that out again. I'm just hoping to take something important out. Namely, I don't know. Um, just get Paz out of that, I guess. We can't take out Apo until Lord Vader's down, so I figure let's just focus on the other sides to begin with. Okay, this is definitely not going good. Okay. I feel like in terms of a cleanup, this is actually in the worst possible state now because I've actually got just the clones. Again, we'll come back to it. I feel like I've got to just deal with the problems as how I can, kind of thing. We've probably lost this round, but we're just going to have to try and best to muck through what we can. Okay. Can we knock you out? Not yet. Let's do that. Still can't be knocked out. Let's just give you some good hits. Target Ezra. Okay, that's fine. 61. Okay. I mean, two R9s in there makes this difficult, but DTMG himself is only R6, so that's giving me a bit of hope. Yeah, let's cleanse what we can. Has to turn back to Adrad. There's no Death Trooper here either, so that's another positive. Alright, we don't go for Adrad, that's the rule. You know, you can play around with all the sides as much as you want, but Adrad's off limits. I had Spark of Rebellion then, didn't I? Yeah. Alright, that's Gideon gone. Okay, we're good. I'm going full auto this because I think it will take a couple of minutes with how much anti-crit they've got, but hopefully we'll be fine. I don't think these two should have any damage between them, so it's just flogging a dead horse. Okay. Right, we got 65 from that, so that's good considering where we've been. Great modders. Not gonna lie, I'm thinking, is there anything else I could use, but I think Sith Empire is just the best option. Alright, get the fear out. There is Mare in here, so we could do just putting a bit of focus on her for a minute. I know you guys are watching, you're probably like, oh, Marin, I forgot. I'm like, yeah, she exists. You know, kill her with extreme prejudice. Prejudice? Alright, great. Yeah, I'm on. I know anyone will think I make a living out of it. Then I don't even make a living out of it, so. Alright, come on. Alright, hopefully we've done it quick enough that Malgus doesn't sort of die of sadness. Ooh. Moving windows around, just bear with me a sec. All right. Just a little bit shy of max there, 63. Hello, R8, how you doing? You've entered a mess. Alright, let's try and start cleaning up. We got Dabba Bubba here. Can't help but wonder if that is overkill. But let's just use it. Yeah, that's why I was using it. I may not have got enough at the end, but I was trying to maximize it. Yeah, my opponent set a sneaky layer at the back, which is funny considering I also set a sneaky layer at the back. But they look like they're going to have managed it better than I did. Alright, so the bat wall's down. Snappy as well is on the 7-2, so you're in good company as far as that, but also good luck next season. I think we all have that feeling of, oh god, what have I let myself in for? Alright, I'm not expecting this to win as such, but if we could get the clone explain that. I've really got Afra as like a big thing, and then gas. I've got gas CLS, although I've used Chewbacca, so that's kind of dead. Some bounty hunters, Star Killer. Yeah, really running low at that point. Honestly, I didn't think the D-Bus would help with Lord Vader, but we can give it a go. What was the fail with on Leia? It was C. I tried doing some really weird C comp, trying to get Leia down. So yeah, that was a bit unfortunate. Honestly, a lot of people know more than I do, Sui. Worst bit about this for me is that it actually acts like a normal, like they've got all the clones, so I feel like I've just let myself in for more issues here by accident. Obviously I can't take this guy out, but an ability block. Armor Shroud. Target locks are nice if we can get them. Just burn. Alright, I love you, Afra. Okay, so I still don't think we win this round, but I feel better knowing that we've actually gone out fighting, as it were, rather than just with a whimper, because that's how it was feeling. Right, all these are in the correct places. Yep, let's go. I'll loop back for you in a sec, Snappy. Unless you want to use YouTube to get the screen grab. Right, we do that. Yeah, so we're just going to go out fighting. They just had less drops, so mathematically it wasn't likely. Alright, good. Rex is still doing the job for us there as well. I don't really like that. Got Valor. Let's just get rid of that, I guess. Right. Mace and I'm going Plo. I know Anakin's important, but I feel like Plo's just kind of helpful at this point. Yeah, just get rid of it, burn it. Or don't burn it, you know, it's not like I'm desperate for it to be down or anything. Alright, Retribution's helping at least. Oh god, I thought I was targeting Zandu. Okay. Small whoopsie. Ability block there is kind of good. Right. I want you down. Mace, you can keep that on 5s. Alright, we're still in there. 63 though. Ooh. Oh, was it an 80.67 average? Oh, yes. Alright. Oh, of course, I've used Galactic Republic. What am I thinking? Let's go for Radis then. Yeah, I don't know the exact tricks counter, so I'm just passing on that. Yep, bye-bye. Comeuppance. One left. No, you're tilted. $70. You gotta laugh at some, haven't you? So yeah, when you think about this Grand Arena, the whole thing comes down to who dealt with the sneaky layer the better. And quite definitively, they handled it better than I did. You know, I give them the due. You know, that's the whole point of the game. Just a shame, isn't it? Let's just pass that there. Flyby. And they're left with only a tank. $77. Final score, 1744, so that's 31 behind. Which is a shame in the sense that it was just one battle we were behind on. Yeah, I feel like we did need to do what we did in most situations. Like, you could argue C was a mistake there. You know, we should have just gone straight for Jabba, but we didn't want to do the two-shot here. Something about Bulba there? I didn't forget about him, I just didn't realise that it would be a counter. Well, I say I didn't realise, I didn't remember that it was a counter there. So, Saw scared me enough that I thought I've got to bane it. But if I'd have thought about it, yeah, for sure, I'd have put Dabbot there. Yeah, that's where it was lost in the long run, but I didn't know about Leia at that point, so I'm not sort of going full on regret at that. I mean, probably the biggest thing would be I tried Phoenix there as well. That was well, I wouldn't say silly because Phoenix can win that battle. But that's one of those where you look and you go, it sort of fell apart from the beginning as well a bit, you know? Like, if we hadn't lost to Phoenix and we'd gone straight with Seer, that would have been an extra, what, 20 banners? So, while it still wouldn't have been enough to win, it might set us on a better path, because then it's like, okay, we haven't dropped as much. But yeah, obviously Deadbod then would have freed Bane. Just small little things. So, it's unfortunate, that's all I can say. You know, it's definitely a case of they baited my counters out better than I would have baited theirs out. So, I might keep this defense in mind a little bit, to be honest, because other than the Ahsoka, I can copy it for the most part. Ahsoka and Lord Vader, I can copy for the most part, so worth considering just in case I can put some other sneaky things around. Yeah, exactly, Beef. That's essentially where my head's been going with all this. I wouldn't even say it was the Phoenix on Raver drop that cost me, but it all started on this battle trying to get around the surprise layer. When you drop one, you really try and recover to get the rest going. I mean, I'm just glad I full cleared in this round, to be honest. As much as I wanted the win, if you're talking about actually persevering, I'm glad we got through with that in mind, because that Lord Vader, I didn't have a solid counter for. And I definitely didn't have a solid counter for Leia if I was jabbering that. So yeah. It's all about knowing what you can do and what you can't do. And if I'd have known that C wouldn't have had a chance there, I would have gone straight for Jabba, taken my hit there with JML, hoping we'd at least get bailing out, and then we'd have been a couple of banners ahead again. So it's small little things, but they all add up. But oh well, it is what it is. Right, let's switch accounts. That was very staticky. Oh, we've done a pack. Here's a War starter calendar. Sure, I will take it. We get a Cron today and some other goodies through the week. That's fine by me. If I'm right, I can actually start destroying my Crons as well, can't I? So I might do that in a bit. Yeah, so looking forward to it. Wouldn't mind, but last time it was a slog. So I'm just hoping I can push through these first few days and just try and get the worst of it out of the way. I don't think it helped as well last time that I was trying to do the Spectre feat in Sector 1 a little bit. So I wasn't sure if I'd needed those 5, you know. I know that sounds ridiculous, but there have been times when I've been like, oh, you're not telling me I've got to do 5 more. I've got to do this feat just to get 5 tickets, or whatever they're called, burritos. So I was just working on it in case I needed it. And then as it went on, it was like, yeah, I don't need it. But yeah, such a frustrating one, that, because it felt like it was something that I was wasting energy on in the end of the cycle. Although, in its defense, it was actually quite good for getting the Doctor's feat some progress. Didn't need it in the end as well, because Tuskens can do it, but just in general. Sith Eternal, yeah. Quite a while ago I did that, I think. I'm guessing 2-3 years ago? Okay, so I'm going into this round completely blind. I've got no idea what to expect. We're up against ex-Black Falcon. 2 years? Yeah, I'll take that. The sign I've had it for a long enough time. Alright, so ex-Black Falcon of Black Sun Heroes. They got more GP than me, 11.5 to 12.6. Zetas, 298 to 348. Omicron's 40 each. 6 and 9 on the GLs, oi oi. We've got 192 to 256 on the relic units. Alright, that's a bit of a gap. We're 4 behind on the R9s, 7 to 11. Relic 8s, we've got double. I've got 15 to their 30. Both got 85 Relic 7s. And the Relic 5s, 59 to 65. Alright. Mods, 25 plus is a 58 to 61. 20 plus is 225 to 233. 15s, I'm behind as always, 387 to 578. So, I'm only a little behind there. I'll take some consolation from that. No crazy relics on the GLs except for Leia. They're all R7. I'm actually surprised Leia's got an R7 over JML. Anything else that stands out in that regard? Relic 8 Wampa. Oh, Relic 8 Wampa over some of your GLs. That's a pull. Relic 8 on Bane. Fair enough. If you're going to take Jar Jar to R8, take him to R9 just so he gets the GA benefit. Yeah, they got Jocasta, Omega ready. So they're working on the raid. Nothing else too eye-catching, though. Yeah, being the fastest is a little bit crazy. But yeah, all of those can justify having some speed, but yeah, I'm interested. Right, let's open the plan, let's start working. And let's see what we got. Yeah, most do. Most have a animation that's kind of unique. Alright, so they've done one battle so far. They've cleared something on my top wall. That was Dash, Queel, IG, and the Smugglers. They haven't hit Trench, GG, or Phasma. No hits on Qui-Gon, Finn, Rey, or Gas. So, Finn. Ahsoka with Ezra, which is interesting. Jabba. And Malgus. Okay, interesting. Here we got Raver. Queen Amidala. Boss Naps. For the record, I understood Jar Jar being at R8 for the raid, but I was like, come on, just take him to R9 for the other benefits you get. And then Lord Vader without clones, so nothing too much there to be worried about. I figure we can do Splacker. We can do... BKM. Lord Vader. Yeah, I suspect it's hiding, but we'll save Seer for that. So I've got that myself. Have I heard that Sidious can do this? I feel like I imagine things like this every time. %31% win rate. No, I'm imagining that. I'm pretty sure Dapper Boba can do one of these two, the Gungans or Queen Amidala. I think we give it a go with the Gungans. Yeah, I think the win rate's just a bit doubtful. I wonder if it's countering in Darkside Revive Crons there. Or something. Yeah, there is one. I think we do Treya there. We do Malgus there. Tentatively, I'm going to put C on Malgus. Yeah, it could be a threes thing. And we do Starkiller there. That leaves us JML, Ufus, Bane, Sidious. We haven't got Qui-Gon, I know that. JMK and Raver. So we've got plenty for 3 teams. So we can always puffen up a bit. Right. Let's go for the sketch one first. Alright, let's focus on that shield. Got more stacks than I'd like. Alright, wasn't a Gungan attacker, so we're okay in that regard. But it was then, you absolute... Yeah, okay. Starting well, yeah. Started should mean to go on. Let's look at the jabber a second. Okay, I think we can access to that. It isn't GMY, but it's not Echo either. Plus, Gas is on defense now. I've just on my main account he wasn't, but on my free-to-play he is on defense. Let's go for that. Like the idea of taking a turn we can dispel. The 1 in 4 chance, but... Nasty up's nice there. Right, I was going to say Bam should take a turn. Oh, wow. I felt the game lag a bit there. I was like, oh dear. We broke it. Alright, let's all go in on the shield. One less problem. Now, we just don't want Deathmark here. Okay, let's focus in on Jar Jar. Right, so no more frustration. Yeah, it's a bit awkward, isn't it? It's as if it has to calculate how many debuffs to dispel. Alright, so drop on the first, but a recovery on the second. I mean, again, it's not like the proper Lord Vader team, so you would have thought JMK still smokes it. It's alright, I was weighing up then. Do I think I do put Wrecker here, even though he's R5. There's this thought in my head that Plo could be used for Starkiller. Hang on, I've got it all better, haven't I? Yeah, so let's just put Plo in. Right, that always feels like the right move to me in this situation, just to stop Maul from going cray-cray on Plo. Okay, Vader's going his own version of Cray Cray. Okay. We are going to ult in a minute, so fingers crossed JMK can help the team. There we go. I was watching Vexatron last night, and he showed how he went against a JMK with insane levels of armor pen, and it wrecked his Raver. I couldn't help but keep that in mind today. I was thinking, if I ever use my JMK on Crimson, I want to make sure it's got armor pen. Right, that's one down. We've got 3 minutes. We're doing alright for time. Let's give that to Ahsoka. Just realised I don't think I've expanded my playlist today. It's on like a loop of a set number of tracks rather than the whole list. I'll see if I can fix that in a minute. Right, actually, full auto. I'm sure you can handle Lord Vader on his own. I hope I haven't mismanaged this. Cat's looking a little bit squishy. Can I just heal her up in any way? Just do a mini ult. There we go, that's better. Right, I think I'm there. Yeah, we're here. That's fine. 62. I mean, I've said it recently. I have managed to get into the website I use. Let me just bring it over. There is a feature where... Here we go. Right at the very top. If I said right at the very top, and isn't it at the top? Oh, that's it. It's on the home page. If on here I search for a Spotify track, it will find something that sounds similar to it that's copyright free. So I'm going to start trying to suggest that as far as, all right, if you've got an idea, let me know. Because I would like to start having other people's music in rather than just my own. Or at least, if not other people's music, at least other people's vibes of music. Yeah, it's one of the things I do try and persist in paying for. I haven't got a free version for it. I pay like a tenner a month for it. Oh no, it's 15 now. It was a tenner, but everything, it's gone up. Traya time. Yeah, it's where everything with like cost of living and whatnot, it really irritates the heck out of me because I'm like, why'd you have to up your prices? Like what is a copyright-free channel really got to up the prices for other than maybe overheads? I don't know. That's the plan. I've only set like an arbitrary thing on YouTube just for the simple fact you can withdraw cash after £60 and I'm on 55 something. So I was like, all right, if I can get that super chat, it'd be nice just for that simple reason, but I'm not like putting out the begging bowl either. You know what I mean? Someone a while ago was really kind and donated 50 something, and it's just been sitting there ever since, so I'm like, can't touch it. Oh god, that's a bad phrase to have out in the wild. Thank you for the donation, Alate. Let me just do that, I think. But increase cool. Oh, you can't have cooldowns manipulated anyway, can you? Have I played with my food here? I think I have. Oh yeah, I definitely misplayed that. Yeah, played with my food a bit. I think we're still okay, but we're out, but it's just going to take a minute now. So you've only got Nihilus, is that what you're saying there, Felix? Well, I think the first job there would be to build out the Triumvirate, to be honest. So pretty much what you've got on the screen here. Scion, Traya, Savage. Well, Savage and Triumvirate, but it's the team we use. And then Darth Talon. Again, thank you very much, Alate. And so that should get us over the line. Fair, I did do a Ducky Tie appearance on my 7-hour stream on Saturday. So it's there if you want to have a look. Oh, it's saying that it's on Twitch, so you might have issues. Let me just nuke you. You can get her from the guild store now. She used to only be raid exclusive, but yeah, she's available in the guild store. So, I think you need to use Malt 1 raid token. I think that's how you get it. In the same spot, you should have General Kenobi and... Ooh, who was the other one? Han Solo. That is the other bit of advice, yeah, but if they've got a little bit on there, I don't blame them if they want to carry on. Yeah, for that reason, I can respect it. Right, Sith Empire. That'll do. Yeah, like I say, I can guess if you've invested money and you don't want to give up on it. So it's worth trying to see if you can build off it. But I wouldn't go in with expectations of, oh yeah, I'm going to be suddenly doing fantastic. You know, it's probably going to be a bit of a slog getting the account into good shape, but you know, still got a grounding to work with, so I wouldn't be entirely pessimistic. Come on, I want grand. One more, that's it. He's out of there. Yeah, the Hype Draft bundle's got a fair bit as well. I mean, it's not as good as it once was, but it's still got a fair amount of good things to start you off with. And if you've used them, then obviously you've got what you used them on. Feels like a war of attrition, this, just basically saying, right, that's one. Now to get the other ones. Can I just add, by the way, I don't think I'm speaking for myself here either, how glad we all are that Malgus now attacks fast on his basic. Like, compared to how it was, it's absolute night and day. Just thank you, CG. That was a very good quality of life improvement. Yeah, I mean, just to clarify, Treya, I'm pretty sure she is in the guild store. I mean, if I just go here, there we go. So, should have all these currencies. Let's have a scroll down. Go and do a Jonathan Ross then, a scroll down. So it's not this section. Here we go. Han, Kenobi, Treya. So 700 of these Mark 1 tokens. And yeah, you need 300 odd shards. So it will take a little while, but it's honestly a lot faster here than it was when everyone else, like from my era, did it. So yeah, you'll get her in no time. Just make sure you're in a guild that's doing a raid. Preferably the newest raid, but if you can't do the newest raid, at least try and get somewhere that's doing a raid. Yeah, that's it. The basics for Malgus was so slow. Alright, that battle's not too frightening. Got Mon with Luthen. And we got Tuscans. Okay. So we'll Lord Vader the Tuscans. We'll JML that. And Bane that. Just mulling this over a little, and I'm thinking, let's switch a few of these around now. I like the idea of keeping that there. I think that's good for banners. So, where I was thinking, do we do C Bane on that? Does it work when Ezra's there? That's the question. Did Solo? Oh, on the Tuscans. That's a good shout. Yeah, I forget about that every single time, I feel. %62% win rate, that. Alright, Seabane. I honestly would, yeah. If a guild's not doing a raid, they aren't a good guild. With greater respect to them. I'll tell you what, right? Don't know if you're on Discord, but if you are, follow that link. It will link you to my guild server, or it's a group of guilds. If you say to them, JJ sent me here, and just tell them what your account's like, they'll help you find a guild. Or if they've got room, that is. There should be room somewhere, though. I'll put an asterisk next to that should, because I don't know for certain with every single guild, but there should be. Alright, that's what I was after here. 64% win rate on D-Bane. Hey, Beta, by the way. I did miss your little emote there. How you doing? I'm doing good, I'm doing good. Just scratching my head over what we do here, because these two teams I would like to see Bane, but neither of them seem comfortable with it. Well, if it works, we can do that. Suppose we could do that, and that. Oh, we didn't finish Stickman, no. I'm going to say, I was debating whether we finish it today if we have time, or if I start the next stream with it before doing something else. And Luke, hello there, how you doing? It's been a little bit, how you getting on? We're just plotting our final attack here, if you like, so I'm just jumping in chat when I've got a few seconds between, like, doing... you know those memes where you got all the wild calculations going off? That's how my brain feels right now. Just getting your stuff ready for the raid. I assume you mean, like, you're getting your bad batch and all that sorted? So it might be a bit much to tail off at the end of this one, then. We can start the next one with it, then. Yeah, we actually used that Bob Boba on Queen Amidala. No, sorry, not Queen Amidala, the Gungans, so we haven't got that, sadly. Oh, you're doing better than me. I've got Wrecker and Crosshair to go. They're both 6 stars, and Wrecker is an absolute pain in my backside for the fact that his shards are dropping very, very slowly. But I'm hoping we'll get there. Oh, I say hoping. We should get there close to raid launch. I have mixed feelings on Cantina. It's like, yay, Cantina, it means I can farm it quick. And then it's like, oh, but I have to stop doing signal data for a while. No, Ali, you were right in thinking that. It was just, I wish there was a way I could sort of put things in like a bin visually so that people can say, yeah, we've used that, scrap that. I always worry I'm accidentally going to delete it and then I have to sort of re-add it back in, and it's, yeah. It's just me being a bit of a plonker. Alright. We'll give this a go. And Speedmyth has subscribed. Thank you very much, Speedmyth. I hope I've said your name right there. Let's, we've got health. Oh, I think this is the one that I like, actually. Yeah, because I think that one's for... Yeah, that's the Lord Vader Cron, so this is the one I want. Nice. Alright, 2 Zetas on Ezreal. In my mind, I'm thinking... Surely I still link Ezra, even though he's going to have backup plan. Yeah. So we link Ahsoka and Ezra, or do we go for someone else? I'm thinking try and reduce damage, get ult charge, etc. That's an interesting combo, MJ. Are you facing Heinze? I say that jestingly just because I miss how we used to have so many weird Rowlet 9s. Like when the rope came out, he was just geared up for it. Alright, Sabine and then whoever. I'll take that. Just gonna get a bit of speed off that, I guess. Not a crazy fast Ezra. 288 on Hu Yang. Alright. Gonna give it 20 seconds and then I'll start just so that Twitch is ready. But yeah, hopefully this has got a chance. I mean, I've got all his Omicrons, so we should ult quicker. Alright, let's go. Cross your fingers and toes for me. Bit dodge, fair play. We'll link Sabine. And honestly, I want to nuke him as quick as I can so Ezra makes sense, just in case we can get rid of that protection. Alright, Bane fractured. Alright, we're exiled. Well, Bane is. Do I hold? I think I hold, don't I? Build up mastery. Or is that just if it's not Bane? Okay. Let's do it then. That's actually fine. Right, we'll link you two. Yeah. Did last side revive? No, just bulk. But yeah, that didn't go too bad, that. Considering I didn't know what I was doing. Okay. 68. But it does give us more freedom now. I mean, we can do Splacker for sure now. Yeah, let's get on with it. It's not even like I feel I need Slacker as such, you know. Just better having him than not. All right, let's poke you. And we can't mass assist, so we're just going to do that. Again, pass. Poke. And she's out of here. Yeah, let's just go there. I don't think he could be as nervous as mine was, to be fair. I mean, I didn't even have a second left on the clock when the battle wrapped up. I think that was about as close as you could cut it. I'm glad yours went better, for sure, but God, I had to rewatch it after the stream. I was like, I need to see how that worked. Yeah, you say that. I did see some footage last night. Let me share it. Might just give people hope. Alright, so Idaho here. He's Kaiba 1. In recent weeks, he's faced Fatal, he's faced Vexatron. So, you know, he is up there. Let me just rewind a bit. So, he took a Darkside Revive. That's obviously not mattering. It was just an HK Cron, Armor Pen out the wazoo. Maul's R8, but that would work. Yep. So, 74. It's like, you think to yourself, it's probably not going to be easy, but it probably is going to be doable. If you've got a Crom with Armor Pen, save it. Yeah. Bane is very powerful. I mean, I don't think you need it that much, to be fair. I think 285 is excessive, but I mean, I've got one without trying in about 100%. I think that would probably at least get some of the team down. Yeah, so, like I say, in that situation, it would probably get everyone but Slacker, and then it's just a few more turns. So, again, I'm just saying, I think it's a case of, let's not write off our defensive strat, because Black is going Reign Supreme. There might be some ways of beating it. Yeah, I kind of agree with you there, Hal. I think it's hard to say what character is better than Bane, at least on offense. You know, if you put him on defense, obviously he's loads worse, but I'm going to say on on offense, he's probably the best in the game. It's hard to think of anything that does better than him. It's absolutely crazy, really, that he gave us a character like that, thinking we'd just stick it with C all the time. To be fair, I don't think Darkseid Ray was meant to be a Sith, though I'm never going to judge her on that. Yeah, exactly. That is basically the SWGOH way, to be fair. I know she has the Sith tag. My point is I wouldn't really count her as like a Sith. You know, it's like Lil Vader's a Sith. Yeah, you very rarely see him in a Sith team, do you? Let's just get rid of one of them. Good news and bad news. What's that, Ada? I'll take the bad out. I prefer getting the bad out of the way usually. You're not 9-0? Okay. Okay, that is a good. I feel like good question mark. Oh right, that isn't good. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, okay, I'm with you now. Yeah. It's alright, smacking Malgus's brain out just slowed me down a bit there. He's a beefy lad. I mean, 8-1's still decent, isn't it? Ouch time. I'm actually surprised how slow I am. Alright, we got back into it, but man, oh man, that was a slog. I mean, when I've got time, I do try to slow down at the end and just think about how things went. You know, it's not always worthwhile, but it's nice just to say to yourself, all right, did I do as good as I could have done, you know? Did I make any mistakes? Usually there is a situation where I make mistakes. Weird, I haven't seen a finalizer in donkeys. On my own or my opponents. Yeah, from what I've been able to tell recently, the only reason why finalizer is decent on defense is that it usually gets a kill off. So if you're trying for banner efficiency, it will take something. You know, you're not going to... It won't hold, but it will steal. Attacking lead, Lord Vader. I'm going really fast because I'm literally looking for a solo. But I'm assuming it's not a thing. Alright. Let's take his pals in. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do just now. I was thinking, can I get the more banners by playing with less, but I just wasn't confident on what I could get away with. That's an interaction I've never noticed before. That's pretty cool in terms of, again, just something I've never noticed. Yeah, Doritos probably best used with Leviathan when you get that. Beforehand, it's just meh. Yeah, I think Finalizer is probably the worst ship in the game right now. All right, we got Executor, Negotiator, Radis. So, Endurance again. I have seen, like, you can put in Y-Wing instead of Rex, but I feel comfortable knowing what happens here normally, if you like. Alright, so basic over there. Force that there. Yeah, Ada is definitely a first order stand. I'm pretty sure there are multiple R9s in your roster. Oh, apologies, I didn't know that was a bad word. Let's go like that. Yeah, my bad. I didn't know it was a word you didn't like. Alright, let's do that. Ooh, I would have liked to kill there. Oh, okay. Alright, we got that out. Yeah, that goes. That's okay. I'm not particularly happy about bringing this in here, but I feel like I need to try and get that out. There we go. Oh, again, I don't like that. Let's get that out. I've heard of... Is that a YouTuber? I remember a few years ago there was something about him revealing his face. I didn't look any more into it than just hearing that headline. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, like I heard a lot of people were like were interested by it, but that was about it. 61. I mean, I think if you assume anyone's like that, you're in for a disappointment. I mean, it's the difference between hiding things because you got fault. I mean, or at least perceived fault, shall we say. It's like, I say it like this, right? Because I know for myself, I wear a cap because I don't like showing off the fact I've got a very shiny bald head. I usually crop my camera so you can't see the bottom half of my body as much, so you can't see the fact that I've got a bit of blubber. You know, it's just those kind of things where I don't mind admitting it, but there's another thing between admitting it and showing it. You know what I mean? So, it's like... Yeah, I think if people suddenly expect something that isn't really there, you're only letting yourself down, aren't you? Well, that's the bottom line as well. Don't idolise anyone. I mean, honestly, there aren't people out there worth idolising. I mean, in the UK, right, take, for instance, what happened with... I don't want to say his name just in case somehow I get demonetized, but it sounds like that place in London where people get suits. He would fix things on TV. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If not, just try and work with me. But it's like all the people who got caught by him, essentially, you know. You think to yourself, right, there were probably a generation who thought he was fantastic, but then these people knew the real him, you know. And it's like, why you can't ever lead into that idea of idolizing people, because you just don't know if there's something you don't know about. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's like this thing with myself where I'm like, I really hope people are who they say they are. You know, like with Star Wars, whenever I'm seeing all the cast from this, and I see them on social media or wherever, you're like, oh, I hope you are as nice as you are. But that's kind of it, isn't it? You just stop at that point because you don't want to be... You don't want to be drawn in, do you? The person I'm talking about was a TV person in the 80s. They got caught out for multiple bad things. Again, I'm just wary because I'm on YouTube and they could really slap me if I say certain words. But, yeah. If you type, something will fix it in Google, you find out about the guy and what he did. It's really awkward having to be as... I don't know, not candid. Yeah. It's awkward having to leave gaps because I would just say it, but I think if YouTube smacked me, then I'm in trouble. But yeah, the guy I'm talking about, he had like so many honors and like places named after him and all these kind of things. People found out what he was like and it just got completely undone, rightfully so. But the fact of the matter is, it was after he died, so you couldn't punish him. Didn't like how that turn order went, then. $73, a little bit lower than I'd like that, but I'll take it. 18-17 final score, that's not too bad. Yeah, so we dropped one. I feel like it's becoming a common theme that right now, dropping a very early one. Need to work that out as far as going in stronger. Because unlike on my main, we came out of it well, but yeah, you're setting yourself up for a hard time if you haven't constantly claw it back. Yeah, I'm not particularly happy with myself though. All right. So yeah, I am going to wrap up here. I feel like I've ended on a weird note, but yeah, I'm going to say we lost on the main. Looking promising on the free-to-play. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So, as for the next week, I'm not going to do a Conquest stream. I've decided I can then because they were just not really that great for any party. No one really wants to see me streaming Conquest. And honestly, I would rather be doing something else on Saturday afternoon versus streaming a Conquest. So that's what I've worked out. So Thursday, I do think we will start off with the Henry Stitman collection. I think that's a good idea. But I am thinking to myself, we've got 2 streams after that, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I've got Hitman in my head as far as there is the Le Chiffre exclusive targets, and maybe do something around that. You see, Conquest for me, it takes so much time. Like it takes about an hour on each account, and then when you add in TV and stuff, there is other things going on, so it's like, ugh. But yeah, Hitman's definitely on my radar. I mean, let me just bring my desktop up again. That'll just save me sort of... Here we go. Just minimize that. Like, I downloaded Star Wars Squadrons the other day. I'm not in a mad rush to play that, but it's something on my mind. Deathloop is something I really want to play, but I don't know if I do videos on that. Again, I keep saying videos, but it's like... I need to get Death Stranding uploaded. That's my mission this week when I'm not doing Conquest. Try and edit and upload Death Stranding. I want to replay The Force Unleashed as well. I have not actually played that in years, so I'm tempted to give that a replay at some point. But yeah, other than that, there's nothing on here that I'm like jumping at. I would like to play the Clone Wars, like a Clone Wars at some point, because I've not actually played that one. There's a few things on my hit list, you know. Let me just check Steam as well, see if there's anything I've missed. Yeah, that's kind of why I keep getting pulled back to it, because I've heard good things about it. Like, it was one of the... I think the word I've heard used is overlooked. like, because the OG collection was so good, it kind of gets passed over a bit. But yeah, I'm curious. I mean, for goofing around, Sniper Elite 5's decent. I haven't installed it on here, but I'd be willing to do it because it was a decent game for just having a little goof around on. Oh, I didn't realise this. I got all 3 of the Lego Batmans as well. So that's something. Must have got them in a bundle. We've got the classic Battlefront 2. Got the new one. We've got KOTOR 1 and 2, which I've not touched for years. We did Shadows of the Empire on stream years ago. That's... I'm not touching that anytime soon. So yeah, not much else on there, but I like to think we've got options, you know what I mean? I keep saying, we will do that next time. I'm not going to neglect Henry Stickmin, but I'm thinking we'll try and pick something else up as well, just for something that we can do the next couple of months, likely, when we're having these off weeks. So yeah, we'll have a think on it. Alright, in the meantime, let me see if I can raid somewhere, because, well, it would be nice to raid. I haven't done a raid in a little bit. Or it feels like I haven't done a raid anyway. Here we go, same category. So Womprat's on. That's looking like a... Yeah, I think that's my top contender. Yeah, honestly, not much else coming close there. Right, so, just looking through what I've got here. I've got Himalayan with the follow on Twitch, so thank you very much for that. And I just need to have a look at if I've missed anything on YouTube, because, well, I say missed anything. I've seen things, but have I missed things? No, we've got 2 donations of $2.70, is it, from Halate? And a further $6.77 from Halate, so thank you very much. And we had the subscription from Speemath, so thank you very much. Alright, so let's get the raid launched to Womprat. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the off week. If not, I'll be back in 10 days' time for GAC. Oh, I'm sure you're looking forward to it. Until then, bye for now, everyone.